Can you believe it? It's week 8 in the NFL, man. This season is going by so fast. But here are my picks for this week. All right. Something happened this past week that has never happened in the history of me recording my NFL picks. I finally had a terrible record. I had a bad record. I've always been 500 or above, but man, it was a rough week. I went 5-8, so let's try to be better. Both teams are looking to bounce back after losses. Now, I chose both of these teams to win last week, but NFL's crazy. Weird things happen. And both teams did not show up. Atlanta beat Tampa Bay, and then we all know about Buffalo. They got upset by the New England Patriots. I think the Bills bounce back here. I just think I like their ceiling. It's a lot higher than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I would be really surprised if the Buccaneers win this one, but I'm choosing the Bills. The Panthers have yet to win a game here, and if you've been watching these past picks, I really like the Texans. I like their new culture. I like what D'Amico Ryans is building there. I love C.J. Stroud. I think he's having a really great rookie season and is arguably probably the offensive rookie of the year right now. But something I've learned to chase my gut. And my gut feeling, for some reason, I can't shake it. And I might be wrong, and that's okay. But I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers here to get their first win of the season. It is in Carolina. So I'm going to go with the Panthers. Call me crazy. Cowboys are back after a bye week. They're 4-2, and they're taking on the Los Angeles Rams, who are 3-4 under 500. They will be traveling on the road to AT&T Stadium. The Rams are without Brett Maher. That's the biggest storyline. Now, jokes aside, the Rams got a really good passing attack, and there's still questions at the secondary for the Dallas Cowboys. So if the Rams can exploit that, I mean, this could be a shootout. This could be going back and forth, and that's kind of how I feel like it will go. I'm hoping that the Cowboys offense clicks again, and I think we get a shootout here, but I'm going to go with the Cowboys winning with large numbers. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. You got an NFC North showdown here. You got a vintage classic matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are struggling, man. I mean, what's going on? I thought everything was clicking after the 2-0 start, but they're struggling right now. And as for the Minnesota Vikings, man, the surprise win of the year. Well, actually, there's been a lot of surprises. I don't know. Beating the 49ers is pretty big. I mean, I would say that because I'm a Cowboys fan. But I like the Vikings in this matchup here. I really like their momentum, and I think they can build on it. And Kirk Cousins is having a sneaky good year. The Saints are looking to bounce back after that loss last Thursday night. Tough. I mean, missing the game-tying catch in the end zone right there. But they're looking to bounce back here. They got a few extra days of rest here. As for the Colts, they dropped a game against the Browns. They're without Anthony Richardson. I'm just going to say that I really like the New Orleans Saints in this matchup, and I think the Saints bounce back. The Patriots got a surprising win. It's going to be really interesting to see if they can build on that, and they got a big opponent like the Miami Dolphins coming to town. This game is at Miami. If it was in New England, maybe we can talk. Maybe we can have the conversation. But I think the Dolphins bounce back here after that loss on Sunday night to the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Dolphins get a win here against the Patriots. The battle for New York. You got the New York Jets and the New York Giants. The Giants, man, I think Daniel Jones is going to be back. Comment down below. Let me know. Either way, I like the Jets in this matchup. They're just a much more physical team. I like what Coach Saleh is doing this season with the pieces he has. I mean, they're underdogs. They're true underdogs. No one expects the Jets to do anything this year, especially after Aaron Rodgers went down. As for the Giants, still a little bit of a dysfunction. They got to win, but it was against the Commanders. So, and I just don't know if Daniel Jones is going to be back this week. And if he is back this week, I don't know if that actually helps them. So I'm going to go with the New York Jets winning the Battle of New York. Steelers got a great defense, man. The Jaguars can throw the ball, but you got the Steelers who can shut down that defense. I mean, just look at what they did to the Rams last week. Granted, Brett Maher missed, 3-4 field goals? But anyways, this is a game at Pittsburgh, and again, the Jaguars have a really big test here. How they do in this game is going to tell a lot about what kind of team that they are, and I'm pretty excited to see that because I really like the Jaguars. I like their young team. I like Doug Peterson. But you got the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. They're physical, and I wrote down the Jacksonville Jaguars thinking that they were going to win. But this is in Pittsburgh. I'm going to believe in the Jaguars here. I'm going to go with the Jags here in this game. This is a really interesting matchup. Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. I mean, I could care less about both these teams. I don't say interesting in like, I'm going to be all eyes on this matchup. It's a very mid matchup. I mean, both these teams aren't even going to make the playoffs, so that's why I could not care less. Initially, again, I put down the Falcons. I go back and forth on this one, but with it being in Tennessee, what the heck? I'll go with the Titans. NFC East showdown. I feel like these two teams just played each other. They did. And it was a really great game. I mean, Washington took it to overtime and Philly ended up winning. I don't think it's going to be close like it was last time. I think Philadelphia takes care of business and they continue to win. Now, this is a good matchup here. You got the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are having a pretty underrated season. Not a lot of national exposure, not a lot of media around the success of their team. Because of the Seattle Seahawks. As for the Cleveland Browns, man, that's a real defense. And good God, Myles Garrett, man. He's my pick for Defensive Player of the Year right now. I mean, he's doing everything and anything. He's having a great year. This is an interesting matchup. Kind of depends on Deshaun Watson's status. Not like that really changes anything because he's been struggling with that offense lately. Tough one, really tough one, but I'm going to go with defense wins, so I'm choosing the Browns to go into Seattle and get the win. Got the Battle of the Birds, you got the Ravens and the Cardinals. What else to say? Ravens win. Another division showdown for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're taking on the Broncos. This one's pretty straightforward. I think Mahomes and the Chiefs win this game. Now, this is the game of the week. I'm really excited to see this matchup. Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers are in a slump. I mean, who would have guessed it, right? 2-game losing streak. But you got the Bengals kind of picking up momentum now, looking pretty good. Again, you could make the argument for both of these, to be honest. Really tough game to pick here. Again, you can go either way. Please comment down below what you think, who's going to win here. I want to say Cincinnati, but I don't know. I'm going to go with the 49ers here to bounce back. Sunday Night Football, and this is just a waste of a Sunday night slot. I wish they could flex it to something different. I wish we could get Cincy and San Francisco for this matchup on Sunday night instead of the Bears and the Chargers. Whatever. Chargers win, and they beat the Bears. Monday Night Football, this could be a good game. Las Vegas Raiders and the Detroit Lions. Lions got smacked around, man. They got beat like they stole something against the Ravens, and you best believe they are a physical team. They are well coached. They are going to bounce back this game, and I feel bad for the Raiders. Not really sure the status about Jimmy G right now, but I do know the status about Josh McDaniels. Good God. A lot of coaching mistakes. But other than that, I'm going to go with the Lions to win on Monday Night Football. So those are my picks for Week 8. I really hope it's better than last week. Last week was abysmal. I went 5-8. Huge surprise. It was just a really weird week. Anyways, comment down below your picks. Let me know what you think of my picks. And I'll see you guys next video.